Yakutsk, a city in Siberia, Russia, is recognized as the world's coldest city. This city's temperature can drop to around -40 degrees Celsius as winter approaches. This body freezing temperature must be experienced by Yakutsk residents for at least 3 full months per year. Actually, not only Yakutsk experiences extremely harsh winters. The settlement of Oymaykon, 575 miles east of Yakutsk, has winter temperatures as low as -88 degrees Fahrenheit, -66.67 degrees Celsius. In addition to Oymaykon, which is home to only 500 people, there is Antarctica, where the average winter temperature can fall to -76 degrees Fahrenheit, -60 degrees Celsius. Yakutsk's population and natural wealth. Yakutsk has a much larger population than both Oymaykon and Antarctica. This indicates that this region is still fully operational as a city. According to reports, more than 280,000 people live in Yakutsk. Each resident lives in a house constructed on stilts. Residents of Yakutsk always wear heavy fur coats throughout the day. There, nobody dared wear eyeglasses because the devices could freeze and adhere to their faces. Despite being the coldest city in the world, Yakutsk has all the amenities of a mid-sized city, including year-round access to cinemas, restaurants, and public transportation. Intriguingly, Yakutsk is rich in underground natural resources, despite its challenging climate. About 1/5 of the world's diamond production is mined locally. While other sites indicate that Yakutsk is rich in natural gas, oil, gold, and silver, Yakutsk is also rich in other minerals. Everyday life in Yakutsk. Steve Lunker, a photographer who grew up in the Swiss Alps, decided to see for himself how Yakutsk's glacial temperatures affect the body, soul, and social life. This investigation was conducted in 2013. Before docking in Yakutsk, Lunker prepared survival supplies and equipment, including hats, gloves, scarves, and boots, among other items. Even though he grew up in a cold environment in Switzerland, Lunker lives in daily temperatures of approximately 25 degrees Fahrenheit or -3.89 degrees Celsius. The climate in Yakutsk is characterized by dense fog, extremely cold temperatures, and the blanketing of most landmarks. According to Lunker, the condition is typically hazardous because a person could become lost. It's simple to get lost when you can't see an object 10 meters in front of you and every path looks alike. Siberians can experience cold just like other humans, but they are much better prepared for it. However, similar to city dwellers in general, Yakutsk residents have year-round access to cinemas, restaurants, schools, and public transportation. When the temperature is extremely cold, Yakutsk residents cannot remain outside for long. Otherwise, the face and any exposed skin will develop cold sores and frostbite. In contrast, metal eyeglass handles can adhere to the skin and pose an injury risk when pulled. Expensive shoes, coats, and hats made of fur in Yakutsk. Proper attire is crucial, especially in the winter. To achieve maximum warmth, residents of Yakutsk must wear deer boots, muskrat hats, and fox coats. Typically, the Yakutsk people wear garments made from genuine animal hair. The price is high, but it is viewed as an investment for local residents' survival. A decent pair of authentic deer boots typically costs approximately $500, which is equivalent to 1 year's salary for the average resident. When necessary, Yakutsk residents could obtain a secured loan from the bank to purchase fur coats. Do not leave the house unless absolutely necessary. The risk of frostbite prevents Yakutsk residents from venturing outdoors during the winter. In extremely low temperatures, Yakutsk residents are compelled to leave their homes to attend school or work. However, before leaving the house, it was confirmed that they were covered from head to toe in warm clothing. In Yakutsk, it is therefore common to see schoolchildren and adults wearing fur hats and long fur coats. In Yakutsk, 5 to 10 minutes outside can cause fatigue, cold stings in the face, and persistent aches in the fingers and toes. Typically, Yakutsk residents spend up to 20 minutes outside their homes. Residents must therefore bring their domestic cats and dogs, and sometimes stray cats and dogs, inside so that they do not freeze to death on the terraces and streets. In Yakutsk, the houses, including the garages, are heated. Car batteries can also freeze if they are parked outside the residence with the engine constantly running. Thankfully, Yakutsk's public transportation operates year-round.